All right, welcome to Sin Bin Stream. We start off the day with the Minnesota Vikings at Green Bay Packers in NFL action from Lambeau Field. And hello, Derek. Go Pack Go, indeed. Thanks for being here. Am I live? Let me test the audio. All right, sounds good. All right, we are set. We got red zone fired up. We'll try to flip over to the Bears Steelers game as well at breaks. I need to get the scoring software up for the football. All right. Hope you're having a great weekend. And I opened the wrong software. 1 second. Haven't done football in a while. A little rusty. All right. Here we go. One second. Got to get this open. 2 votes for the Packers, 1 for the Vikings in the poll so far on who wins in Lambeau Field today. Yeah, Jacobs is out. Golden is out. Quay Walker's out. And for the that's for the Packers. And for the Vikings, Greenard is out. All right, let's make sure this is live and muted. There we go. All right. McManus, the kicker, he's got it teed up. Vikings will receive. Kick is in the air and downed in the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 at their 35. Again, this is on Fox. I'm doing it off of over-the-air antenna. So in theory, I shouldn't be behind. Oh, brother. All right, box score. I must not have clicked box score. See if we're all right. We're muted just in case. All right, no live stats yet. So, all right, we'll get there in a minute, I'm sure. All right, at the 35, 1st and 10. Handoff to Aaron Jones up the middle. And he gets probably about 3 depending on the spot. 2nd and 10. Or, I'm sorry, 2nd and about 7. There. All right, let's box score, refresh. Still nothing. Try this again. Come on. Jeepers. Handoff to Jones again, and he's got the first down and then some past the 50 into Packers territory and a Vikings first down. Boo. Well, that's not the start the Packers D had hoped for. Gary missed a tackle. Brought down by Nixon, I believe. Still waiting on the... There we go. Finally on NFL.com. Fakes the handoff. McCarthy back to pass. He's got his target. Jefferson over the middle. 1st and 10 at the Packers 34. Wow, way too easy so far. Well, the Giants did this to them. I didn't see the game, but still not what you're hoping for right out of the gate to start the game. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 34. McCarthy in shotgun, back to pass, looking, dumps it off to Jones and throws it away out of bounds. So we sure that went forward, because that could have been a fumble out of bounds, but I guess it didn't go backwards. We're at 13:06 in the first quarter. Okay, it definitely went forward. Parsons was getting absolutely held and hit McCarthy as he threw it, but no flag, of course. 2nd and 10 from the Packer 34. In shotgun, 3 receivers to the far side. Fakes the handoff, throws short, and that was nearly intercepted. Hawkinson was there, but that was a mess. Not blocked well by the Vikings receivers. 3rd and 10. Man, if Bullard turns around, that's a pick. I think it may have hit him in the back. But he was just watching the guy who was defending. All right, 3rd and 10. Shotgun, back to pass, rushes on, throws it incomplete to Jones at 12:58. So after running it right up the gut and completing it right up the middle, they end up throwing a bunch of short passes incomplete. They got a 4th and 10. They will send the field goal unit onto the field at 12:58 for, I assume, Reinert. 52-yarder. Well, I'm sorry, Reichard. Sorry, wrong REI name. Snap, hold, kick. That is right down the middle and good. 3-0 Vikings at 12:53. So the Vikings march right down the field, get to the Packer 34. The drive stalls out, and they pick up 3. All right, we'll go switch to the Steelers-Bears, see how that's going. And it looks like they're at commercial. I think the Bears may have just gotten an interception, looked like, on red zone. Chiefs-Colts going. Let's check in on the other scores. Oh, sorry. Field goal, of course. So now kickoff coming up for the Vikings after the commercial break. Giants already up 7-0 on the Lions. Let's go. Hopefully that's not being confirmed or anything. Wow. I didn't see it on red zone, but then again, I was watching the Packer game. That and the Vikings field goal is the only scores as of this minute. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 7 games going right now. Now we got 4 votes for the Packers, 1 for the Vikings. Yeah, I missed the Giants touchdown. All right. Just getting back from commercial break. Should be a kickoff coming up. Yeah, they already kicked off, so the Giants are up 7-0. Wow. We will definitely take that. Now, if the Steelers could do us a solid, but Rudolph is the quarterback, so I'm not expecting much. Returned by Savion Williams to the 25. 30 and spun down. 1st and 10 for Jordan Love and the Packers offense. And Love has had basically a separated shoulder or dislocate, I don't know, whatever that AC joint in his left shoulder. Obviously, if it was in his right, he wouldn't be playing, but he's out there in practice this week, so amazing. Jacobs is not, though. How is there 12? Okay, 12:48 to go. First quarter. 1st and 10 for the Packers at their own 30. Far hash mark. Wicks in motion. Handoff to... Goes nowhere to Wilson. 2nd and 10. Coming up. Shotgun, back to pass. Love with time over the middle to Wilson. He gets it up to the 37 where the Packers will have a 3rd and 3 after a pass for 7 yards. Yeah, it's Bears ball. I think they had a pick along the sideline and just checked on red zone. All right, so we got big 3rd and 3 for the offense already. Love and shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side. High snap, back to throw, looking, throws towards the far sideline. Watson has it for a 1st down and out of bounds. Go, Pack, go. 1st and 10. They stopped the now the clock is moving. It was at 11:40. That snap almost sailed over Love's head. He made a great jump or leap to secure it. And then a pretty good throw and a sideline pass to Watson, both feet in before he stepped out of bounds. At the Packers 49. Shotgun, handoff to Wilson to the near hash. Inside Viking territory, about a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 coming up. So they went Wilson for no gain, pass to Wilson for 7, and then pass to Watson for 12, and then now just Wilson for 4. Shotgun, back to pass. Love with time, throws down the near sideline. Musgrave's right arm being held and no call. There it is, very late at 10:47. Should be holding or DPI on the Vikings. Pass interference on 44. Yeah, he had a hold of Musgrave's right arm. So 1st and 10, Green Bay after the DPI. So big play, moves moves them into territory. Of course, O'Connell doesn't like the call, but Tufsky Krapsky. Yeah, Musgrave with a huge cut on his elbow or his forearm. At the Viking 23, 1st and 10, toss to Wilson between the far numbers and far hash. He gets it inside the 20. Give him another 4-yard gain, bringing it up 2nd and 6 for Green Bay. LaFleur 41 and 14 at home since his career started in 2019 for the Packers. 2nd and 6. Shoot, the Bears are at the Steeler 11. Watson in motion to the far side. 2 receivers to the near. Shotgun. Looks like Brooks is out there in pass pro. Pass to Wicks for the 1st down inside the 10, inside the 5, down to the 1. He bounces just short of the pylon. 1st and goal, Green Bay. Let's go. Nobody covered Wicks. He was by the near numbers at the 15, and he caught it and forced his will on the Vikings and didn't get brought down till inside the 1. Just at about the half-yard line. 1st and goal, under 9.5 to go in the first quarter. Wilson, the deep back. Watson gets into a blocking position. Handoff. Wilson met at the line of scrimmage and bounces off the tackler and in for the touchdown. Go, Pack, go. That's the way you answer an opening drive field goal. 9:15 to go. 1-yard rushing touchdown for Wilson. Yeah, he got met in the hole and ran over the tackler, number 51, and 50 couldn't drag him down. Like, I don't think anybody blocked 50, and Wilson just blew him up and fell forward. Snap, hold, kick is up and through the uprights and good by McManus, and it's 7-3 Green Bay, and they'll be kicking off. So they make the Vikings pay for a defensive pass interference and take the 7-3 lead. Looks like the Colts just scored, so they're up 6-0 pending the extra point. Let me see real quick. Love you. Yes, 7-3 Packers at the moment. Yep. All right, let's check the other games. Yeah, the Bears scored. Boo. Giants have the ball back and the 7-0 lead. Oh, that's right. The Jets went to Taylor finally. They're playing the Ravens. 2-8 Jets at 5-5 Ravens. Yeah, they could play some spoiler there. Yeah, it's all right. So 7-0 Colts. 3-0 Titans on the Seahawks. Wow. Giants 7-0. No score Patriots and Bengals. Bears 7-0 over the Steelers. Other no score game is Jets Ravens. Jets into Ravens territory. So 7 games in progress. 4 at the 3 o'clock hour. And bye weeks are Broncos, Dolphins, Chargers, Commanders. All right. Should be getting back from commercial break here and about set to 7 plays, 70 yards, 3:38 time of possession. Wilson 1-yard run. Love 3 for 3 for 37 yards. All right, McManus kicks it. It's taken back at the 2-yard line, returned up the near numbers, cut to the near hash mark, and hit and taken down at the 28 by the Green Bay special teams. 1st and 10 coming up for the Vikings. They got an opening drive, field goal. Now they trail 7-3. Jets have a 4th down in their game. Oh, brother. Showing McCarthy's numbers in the last 2 games, which were losses, on a Viking ship graphic. At their own 28, near hash mark, 2 receivers to the far side. Actually, one's a running back. and 2 to the near side. Handoff to Jones, met at the 30-yard line, falls forward to the 31. Give him a gain at 3, bringing up 2nd and 7. They show the Packers defensive line: Gary, Wyatt, Wooden, Parsons, McDuffie and Cooper at linebacker. Nixon, McKinney, Bullard, Williams, and Valentine are the secondary. So a base, or that's their, nickel D. All right, we're approaching 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers each side. Shotgun back, dumps it off to Jones, and he falls forward near the first down. I believe they're going to mark him a yard short and bring up 3rd and 1. A little dump off over the middle. And the Bengals get a field goal. They're up 3-0 on the Patriots. 3rd and 9 for the Giants. Jameis throws incomplete, and they'll have to send the punting unit on. All right, under 8 minutes to go, 3rd and 1, and that is Mason who goes forward and gets a yard or 2 for the first down. First time we've seen Mason. It had been all Aaron Jones up until this point. Yeah, forgot to type in welcome when I got the stream going. Apologies. 1st and 10, under 7.5 to go in the first quarter. Mason, the deep back. McCarthy under center. 2 receivers each side. Hawkinson to the near side. McCarthy slips taking the snap, and that'll be likely a sack. Either that or he tripped over the center's foot or the guard's foot. This will be 2nd and long coming up. Yeah, shoot. What do we got? What did we... I missed the replay. All right, 2nd and 13, a loss of 3. Maybe it was a bad snap. I didn't. 2 receivers, now 1 in motion to the near side. I believe that's Addison. Shotgun, handoff to Jones up the middle. He gets at least 4, maybe 5, bringing up about 3rd and 8. Yep, 3rd and 8, 6:15 to go, first quarter. ESPN says 3rd and 9. All right, well, whatever. All right, big chance for the defense to get off the field and get the ball back to the offense for the Packers. In shotgun, McCarthy, 2 receivers to the far side. Back to pass. Rush from the edge was on. Hawkinson with a pass to the far numbers and blown up immediately by McDuffie. Short of the sticks. That'll bring up at least 4th and 4. Depending on the spot. Hawkinson caught it and immediately hit and tackled to the ground. A rare wrap-up by the Packers defense. And without Quay, they need that kind of play out of their linebackers, especially McDuffie. All right, the punting unit is on for the 4th and 5 from their own 45. How's that 5? Kick is in the air. And Dobbs will let it hit. Terrible camera coverage. They never showed the ball. It looks like it's inside the Packers 5. Mark it at the 2. 5:04 to go. Packers pinned deep in their own territory. But they have the 4-point lead and the ball after a timeout. Couldn't walk it up there and drop it on the ground any better than what Wright just did for the punter for the Vikings. 53-yarder, to the 2. All right. 1-yard rushing touchdown by Wilson. And 52-yard field goal by Reichard. That's the scoring so far. And McManus with the extra point for Green Bay. Man, why do I have to keep selecting? Oh, jeez Louise. This is insane. I guess I could just open another tab. Still 7-0 Bears. 7-0 Colts. 3-0 Bengals. 7-0 Giants. Titans 3-0 over the Seahawks. No score yet, Jets Ravens. I think that's the only scoreless game right now. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's try to open another tab. And we can just quick reference this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the games we can put up there, and then scroll down for Colts, Chiefs, and Jets, Ravens. All right, that'll work. So Love is 3 for 3 for 37 yards. Wilson, 4 carries, 9 yards, and the touchdown. Wicks, 1 catch for 18. Watson, 1 for 12. Wilson, 1 for 7. And then Musgrave had the DPI that helped move that drive, keep that drive going in Vikings territory. McCarthy, 3 for 6 for 26 yards. No sacks by either team yet. Jones has 4 carries for 23. Jefferson, 1 catch for 15. And Love out of his own end zone, and Watson moves it out near the 10-yard line. Well, it would be 2nd and short for the Packers. Depending, about 2, I'd think, depending on the spot. Nope, 2nd and 1, actually. They gave him a really good spot. Sorry. Trying to catch up the clock there. All right, 2nd and 1 for the Packers at their own 10. It's 1.5. They're at the 10.5. Toss to Wilson. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward very close, but it's still going to be 3rd and inches. Oh, they're showing the Giants touchdown. Oh, it was a flea flicker from the 50. And wow, was he wide open in the back of the end zone. Wow. Tracy ran it out to the far side, and then it was a long toss back to Wilson. I'm sorry, Winston. Wrong W last name. All right, so finally we got to look at that. All right, it is a 3rd and 1 for Green Bay. They only got 4 seconds on the play clock. Tight end in motion. Wilson bounces it to the near numbers, and he gets the first down out to about the Packer 19-yard line. Packers going right to left in their green jerseys. The Vikings have their white jerseys going left to right. Good bounce to the outside by Wilson. He takes a breather. 1st and 10, Packers. Under 3:15 in the first quarter. Oh, good. The Vikings are driving. I think they're inside the Bears' 10. Dobbs in motion to the far side. Love in shotgun. The deep back is probably Brooks. Snaps it at 1. Throws, batted down at the line of scrimmage by the left edge defender for the Vikings at 2:55. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right. 2:55 in the first quarter. Packers up 7-3, but they have a 2nd and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Kelsey just scored for the Chiefs. Love back to pass. Throws almost intercepted by the far sideline. Short pass was well short of the intended target, Luke Musgrave. He made a diving attempt, but the defender Actually, it hit, I was wrong. It hit Musgrave in the hands, but the ball was like not even knee high. It was a tough comeback, and he had the defender diving in front of him. So it probably took his eye off. Oh, do we have a flag on that Kelsey touchdown? Yeah, it was against the Chiefs, so wipe that touchdown off the board. 3 receivers to the far side. Love in shotgun with Brooks to his right. Snapped at 1. Back to pass. Rush immediately over the middle. Thrown over the middle. A jump ball for Wicks, and he catches it for the first down. Let's go. Wow. I don't know who was supposed to be protecting, but man, did that get blown up the middle. And luckily for the Packers, Wicks turned around immediately and was open past the linebacker right in the middle of, I presume, a zone. Yeah, Love took a hard shot and got knocked to the ground. Hopefully his left shoulder's okay. Wow. Wicks just high pointed that ball. Love did everything he could to put enough on it to get it there. Back to pass. Love rolls to the far numbers. Throws down the sideline. Incomplete over the head of Watson at 2:03, 2nd and 10. 2:03 to go. 2nd and 10. Again, that Kelsey touchdown wiped off the board for the Chiefs. It's the end of the first quarter in Kansas City. 7-0 Colts. All right, 6 rushes, 8 passes so far for the Green Bay offense. We have 7 on the play clock. Packers getting lined up. Handoff, Brooks, and shoot, they whistled it dead. And they're going to say false start, even though it looked like the Vikings jumped. So that'll bring up, that's 5 yards, right? Holding is 10. So 2nd and 15 for Green Bay. After the false start. I missed who it was on. Oh, please. Steelers, did we score? It looks like Metcalf scored, yes. Don't know if that was a pass or a run, a little swing pass. All right, Wicks to the near side. Shotgun back to pass. 4-man rush. Love with time. Throws it over the head of a leaping one-handed attempt by Watson, but that was well overthrown. Maybe Love was just throwing it away at 1:59, bringing up a 3rd and 15. Oh, wow, and the Giants just had a 40-yard catch against the Lions. We'll take that. All right, Green Bay's still in the huddle. We're under 15 on the play clock. They got to hustle. I don't know why it's taking them so long to get in and out of their, huddle. 5 on the play clock. 3, actually, it just skipped ahead on Fox. Shotgun, back to pass. Looking with time. Now he gets sacked back inside the 25 at the 24. Bringing up 4th and long. And Whelan and the rest of the punt coverage team will have to take the field. Giants are inside the 10 of Detroit. Wow. Pretty good protection, but Love didn't get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody. Finally, both edge defenders were going to be there. And Love hadn't stepped up enough in the pocket. All right, under 1:20 to go in the first quarter. There's the snap. Whelan kicks it into the air. Carries inside the 20, back at the 16. Returned to the far hash mark and spun down inside the 25, where the Vikings offense takes over 1st and 10 with 1:03 left in the first quarter. 3rd and goal here for the Chiefs from the Colts 15, and there was definitely a false start against the Chiefs, so back them up to the 20 for 3rd and goal. And the G-men are inside the 5, but they got a 3rd and goal. 15 seconds left. 3rd and goal from the 3 in the first quarter, I meant. Shotgun. Winston back to pass. Looking. Throws it out of the end zone. Incomplete. So it's 4th and goal from the 3, but I assume they'll take the field goal. Oh, yeah, let's check on the scores. The Steelers do, in fact, tie it up with the Bears. 30 seconds to go in the first. We'll take that. 7-7. Bengals up 3-0 in Cincy over the Patriots. Still over a minute and a half to go in the first. Shotgun to Mahomes. I guess it was 3rd and goal from the 10. And I guess that must have been on the Colts, but he threw it incomplete out of bounds. No chance. Giants get their field goal. They're up 10-0. Seahawks and Titans knotted up at 3 after 1. Yeah, the Chiefs, I assume, are kicking a field goal, 4th and goal from the 10. No score, Jets and Ravens into the second quarter. Actually, yeah, let's keep it on Colts Chiefs real quick, see what they get. Titans just got a huge 25-yard catch deep in their territory. Kick is up and good, so Butker gets the Chiefs on the board. They trail at home 7-3 to the Colts, just underway in the second quarter. So the biggest lead is just 10 points by the Giants, and that game's in Detroit too. Wow. Well, as a Packer fan, we'll take it. We really need the Steelers to beat the Bears too. All right, hope you're having a great Sunday. Thanks for joining. Feel free to chat, suggestions, critiques. Tell me how your life's going. We'll just try to stay out of politics. Prefer it that way. Anything else, pretty much fair game. All right. Back to pass, rolling to the near sideline, throws, caught at the 31 by Jefferson. That'll stop the clock at 58 before they... Now it's going to be back in motion. 2nd and short. Not sure what they're replaying here for the Packers. Oh, the tight end, I guess, blew the block. All right, come on. Can we get the 2nd and whatever? All right, 2nd and 3. It was a gain of 7 on the catch by Jefferson. Oh, crap. We got a down Packer, and it could be Keyshawn Nixon. He pushed Jefferson out and ran into a lineman on the sideline. Oh, it's Devontae Wyatt. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Nixon. Are you kidding me? Wyatt, what are you doing? Watch out for your teammates. Oh, my Lord. Can we... Great. So, Nixon getting checked out on the sidelines. Fudge. All right, clock is rolling again. 2nd and 3. At the 30.5-yard line, they got to get to the 34, so 3.5. Handoff to Mason. He runs it right up the middle, and forward progress should give him enough for the first down. As we are at under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. So they don't technically have to snap it again, but they might go hurry up and try to. At their own 35 for the Vikings, in shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side, actually, and a tight end. Now Jefferson in motion to the near side. And I think they are going to let the quarter end. Yep. So, end of 1. 1st and 10 coming up for the Vikings at their own 35-yard line. And we'll flip over, check out Steelers Bears real quick at the quarter break here. Oh, crap. Oh, wait. No, no. Wait, what's going on? The Steelers get the ball? Yeah, I think the Bears turned it over. Maybe in the end zone. Well, we will take that. I know, it sounds lame. Oh, wait, it might have been a Caleb Williams got sacked in the end zone, and the Vikings fell on it. He fumbled. TJ Watt with the strip sack as his brother JJ does the announcing for the game. Holy crap, it's 13-7 Steelers. Unbelievable. Yeah, so they're out to kick the extra point at 14:44. 25th career strip sack, most in NFL since 2017 for TJ Watt. As they just showed it on Red Zone. I had just flipped over as the play had ended. Snap, hold, kick is up and good for the extra point. 14-7 Steelers and over the Bears, and 10-0 Giants over the Lions, but a long way to go in both games, in all games. 3-0 Bengals early in the second against the Patriots in Cincy. Seahawks tied with the Titans at 3 in the second quarter. Colts 7, Chiefs 3 early on in the second quarter. Colts have the ball. No score in Baltimore between the Jets and the Ravens. So the Steelers have the most points, and their defense got the. Oh, looks like the Bengals just got a touchdown. 9-0 interception return. So a pick 6 for the Bengals, and they lead the Patriots 9-0. Are the Bills off this weekend, or did they lose? No, they lost to the Texans Thursday. That's right. So they're 7-4, and the Patriots are sitting at 9-2. But yeah, that's tall order still for the Bills. Even if they get a gift from the Bengals, they'd still be, what, 1.5 games out? I guess. Wait a minute. Oh, but they would have a game in hand still. Extra point is good. 10-0 Bengals. Wow. Shocking to say. Okay, let's get back to the Packer game, obviously, because they're at their break after a touchdown. Oops, sorry. 2nd and 6 after a gain of 4 for the Vikings. Apologies. Got distracted. Run up the middle by Mason. He's got the first down and more. And a shoestring tackle takes him down inside the Packers 40. Otherwise, he might have been gone. I don't know if the safety could have chased him out of bounds. Jeepers. All right, why don't we have the second quarter yet? NFL.com. Are you kidding me? First and 10 at the Packer 38. Mason up the near hash and gets about 9. Good Lord, run defense. What are we doing? 2nd and 1. Oh, brother. All right, come on, NFL. There we go. So 5-yard run by Mason, 22-yard run by Mason. 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard run. Mason gets it down. He's got the first down. 1st and 10 coming up. 13 minutes to go. Apologies. Got distracted by the Steelers defense touchdown. All right, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. 5 carries, 43 yards for Jordan Mason this drive alone. First and 10 at the Packer 26, near hash mark, under center, fakes the handoff, rolls to the near side, caught and hit down immediately, but after a short gain of like 3 or 4, second down coming up. Second and 6, so give him a gain of 4. It was number 84 on the Vikings. And that is Josh Oliver. I think Hopper's out there. Boy, I gotta get an update on Nixon. Toss to Jones to the far numbers. He moves it between the numbers and the hash down near the first down. Should be third and short. All right, keep him out of the end zone. Come on, defense. 11:40 to go, first quarter. Second quarter, first half. Oh, great. Lucas Van Ness is out with a stinger, or questionable. Awesome. Oh, brother. And let me see if I see Nixon. Oh, Hawkinson tried to rush, and he did not get it. It's going to be 4th and 1. Hawkinson must have been under center, and he does not pick up the first down. Yeah, McCarthy was behind him, and they stuffed it right up the middle. Good push by the D-line. I'll have to keep an eye out for Nixon, or maybe I'll check Twitter or something too. For the Packers beat. Brinson was in there. He's the one that led the push. 4th and 1. Vikings going for it. At the Packer 17. Handoff, and they didn't get it. It's stuffed. Mason got tackled for a loss at 10:26. Let's go. Man, go Pack, go. What a defensive stand. Not only they kept him off the board, they stopped him on 4th down, didn't give up a field goal attempt. And another rush right up the gut by Mason. You got to question that play calling. Would think you would hit it outside. All right, let's look at the scoreboard, and I'm going to try and get an update on Nixon. Let me open up my Twitter. See if I can find an update. Nope, I clicked the wrong thing. The Lions got a 3rd and goal. Oh, man. And the Giants just gave up the touchdown. That was awful. So 10-6 Giants now. Should have known. All right, let's see if we can get a Nixon update real quick. Nixon is questionable. Oh, maybe okay, sorry. I guess it wasn't LVN. They were showing LVN. All right, I'll delete this. Nixon is questionable with the stinger. Extra point good by Detroit. Into Wyatt on sideline. Nixon has his pads off. Okay, sorry. I thought they were showing Lucas Van Ness. I should have realized it was Nixon. Okay. All right, good to know. Figured I would get that update. So probably going the rest of the game without Nixon at corner for Green Bay. All right, 14-7 Steelers, and they have the ball near midfield over the Bears in Chicago. Lions just got a touchdown. They trail the Giants only by 3, 10-7. Seahawks just got a timeout. They're up 10-3 on the Titans in Tennessee. Colts touchdown, 14-3. They lead the Chiefs in the second. No score still in Baltimore, Jets, Ravens. All right, we are back. Packers offense on the field. 1st and 10 at their own 18. Handoff up the middle to Wilson. He plows forward and gets the first down. That was like 2nd and 3rd effort. Holy cow, what a run by Wilson. Just outside the near hash mark. So I guess off tackle to the right side. He initially started it up the middle, though. So good run by Wilson. Ran in over Sean Ryan, but then bounced it out a little bit. Wilson 7 for 28 on the ground and a touchdown. Love 5 for 9 for 60 yards. In shotgun. Handoff to Wilson. Up the middle again. He plows forward for 7 or 8, bringing up 2nd and short for the Packers offense. Nope, it was 7. Fox says 2nd and 3. All right. 2nd and 3, 9:12 to go. Second quarter. Bengals up 10-0. New England has a 3rd and 4 near midfield. Fitzpatrick, I think, in motion. Handoff to Wilson. He's gets a couple, but is about a yard short. The Packers will have 3rd and 1 coming up. And we got an injured Viking on the field, number 44. Hopefully he's all right. Clock stopped at 8:46. Can't tell what he's favoring, so I can't guess. Wilson on the tackle. Oh, no. And he ran into Metellus. Left leg. Oh, no. See, sorry, I don't know the Viking. Yeah, Joshua Metellus. Metellus. Wilson, I think the former Packer. Yeah, Eric Wilson made the tackle, and as he brought Wilson on brought him down, he kind of got into Metellus's left leg, so hopefully he's all right. I assume I would guess like a lower leg injury, but hopefully he's all right. Don't wish that on anybody, even the Vikings. And Robert Kraft. Why do we need to see him on a road game? 2nd and 5 for the Pats after they picked up the first. Handoff up the middle. About 2 yards short. Patriots will have a 3rd and 2 at the Bengals 40. Chiefs with the ball, 3rd and 2. Handoff. And it's very close. I don't think they got it. They'll have a 4th and less than 1 from their own 43 coming up. Still no score, Jets-Ravens. Jets ball, 2nd and 11 at the Ravens 38. Again, 4th and 1 for the Chiefs coming up. May back to throw. They get the first down inside the Bengals 30. Let's make sure I didn't change channels. I did not. We're still on the Vikings-Packers. Steelers have a 1st and 10 at the Bears 29. Giants have a 2nd and 10 at the Detroit 27. Oh, yeah, here's a big pass, then a dump off to Tracy. There wasn't a Lion within. That's how they got inside the Lions 30. That was a huge gain, 42-yard catch and run by Tracy. Yeah, Metellus heading to the sideline to get checked out. Love, handoff to Wilson. He's got the first down right up the gut. So on the 3rd and 1, the offensive line blocks it well, and the Packers pick up another first down. Packers going left to right in the second quarter. Under 8:15 to go. First and 10 from the Packer 42. A toss to Wilson to the far numbers. Cuts it to the sideline. He gets past the 45 for at least a gain at 3, maybe 4. It is 4. 2nd and 6. Touchdown Pats. It's 10-7. Henry, 28-yard catch. Giants at the Lions 12. 2nd down. Throws incomplete, out of bounds. So 3rd and 8 coming up for the Giants at the Lions 12. 2nd and 6 for the Packers at their own 46. They got to get to the 48 of the Vikings. Love back to throw, dumps it off, caught. That's Brooks who gets hit and knocked out of bounds about a yard short. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Packers offense. Under 7:10 to go. Under 7 now. 3rd and 1. Packers still huddling. They break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. Jets are at the Ravens 13. 3rd and 1. Love under center. Brooks the deep back. Fitzpatrick in motion. Handoff. Brooks falls. He keeps the legs moving. He got the first down. Forward progress. First down, Pack. All right, under 6:20 to go. Oh, Metellus is back out there, so that's a good sign. So hopefully he's all right. Looked bad because he got rolled up. I was worried about his leg, honestly. But good sign for the Vikings defender. 1st and 10, 3 on the play clock. Receiver in motion. Did we get a timeout or we take the delay game? Yeah, we took a timeout. Gosh darn it. Come on. Packers burn a timeout. They have 2 left in this first quarter. I'm sorry, first half, second quarter. Oh, looks like the Lions score. No, the Giants scored. My bad. 16-7, a catch in the back of the end zone. All right. After the timeout, Packers have a 1st and 10. They're going to review that Giants touchdown, aren't they? No, his knee came down. He completed the catch. That should be a touchdown. Shotgun, handoff. Wilson runs into the line of scrimmage, but bounces it outside, and he gets a first down. Unbelievable running by Wilson today. He's been spot on. Oh, they marked him short. It'll be 2nd and short. I thought he had the first down. Where was his knee down? How was that not a first down? Are you kidding? I think Fox was wrong. It is a first down. I swear I saw them put 2nd, and I'm like, how is that not a first? So we approach 5 minutes in the second quarter. Shotgun just at 1. Handoff up the middle. This time Wilson is stuffed. No gain. 2nd and 10. May have lost one. Under 5 to go, second quarter. All right. Well. All right. So it is 2nd and 10, so no gain that time. In shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side. He motions Wicks back to pass. Looking. Looking, throws, caught. Dobbs inside the 20 near the far hash mark at the 19. 1st and 10. Keeping the drive alive. Just over 4 remaining in the second quarter. Did somebody get hurt on that run up the middle, or why are we replaying this? I think they replayed the wrong play. Good throw, good catch by Dobbs. At the Viking 19, 1st and 10, shotgun, handoff to Brooks goes nowhere, may have lost a half a yard. 2nd and 10, so apparently this is going to be the Brooks drive. So LaFleur likes to do this. 3:33 in the second. Seahawks are lining up for a 30-yard field goal, already leading 10-3 in Tennessee. 3 receivers to the near side. Actually, with a tight end, I believe it's 4. Dobbs is the closest to the sideline. Throw to Dobbs. Caught. Out of bounds at the 15, so a gain of maybe 5. 3rd and 5 coming up. And I guess he went backwards, so they don't count it as stopping the clock. Isaiah Hodgins, H-O, for the Giants touchdown. All right, well, 3rd and 5 for the Packers, under 2:45 in the second quarter. Musgrave splits out wide to the near side, 2 receivers each side, a back with him in shotgun. Love back to pass, looking, pressure up the middle, throws out of bounds, bringing up 4th and 5 at 2:28. Yeah, they did not handle the pressure up the middle well, and I would imagine that McManus will head out to the field for a field goal attempt. I think Brooks maybe didn't. Well, he blocked, but Sean Ryan got blown up. Sean Ryan had one hand on the dude. Probably could have been called for holding, as he had a hold of the jersey at the collar. 32-yard attempt. Here's the snap. The kick is up and good. Are we sure? Hold on. There might have been a flag. Oh. Why is there a flag? Do they have too many men on the field? O'Connell's on the field when he's calling this timeout, too. The Vikings had too many men on the field. No? Okay, maybe out of the... I don't know what's going on. Trying to just listen to the TV here. All right, no flag, a timeout by Minnesota. I don't even know if they did have 12 on the field or not, but somebody was sprinting off like they did. They think they have 11. All right, well, the Vikings got a timeout before the made field goal, so we go back to 2:28. McManus will try to kick it again. Nah, the Bears are driving. They're inside the Steeler 35. All right, here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's right down the middle and good. And now the Packers take the 10-3 lead with 2:25 to go in the first half, second quarter, kickoff after a timeout. So the Packers get the 32-yard field goal and take a 7-point lead. Jets got a touchdown. They're at the 2-minute warning. Ravens are driving. Let's check in on Chicago real quick. Looks like they got a flag. All right, it was 7-3 Packers after first quarter. Now it's 10-3. All right, let's get back. Bears have a 3rd and 5. We'll just watch the scoreboard. All right, still at commercial at Fox. Oh, brother. Patrick Dempsey has a show on Fox now. What's this all about? Oh, man, the guy... I can't think of his name. Looked like the guy from... maybe not. What's it called? Memory. Memory of a Killer. That might look interesting. Throw over the middle, and the Bears get a touchdown. Damn it. 14-13, pending the extra point in Chicago. Lamar throws it away on 1st and 10 at the Jets 19, I believe. Why does this keep resizing it? No, well, just... Oh, McCarthy had a fumble that he recovered. I guess I've already forgotten. All right, McManus kicks it off. It's taken at about the 6 up the near sideline to the 25 and forward to about the 28. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Just inside their own 30 with 2:20 to go in the second quarter and the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts. All right. We got Oliver, Jones, I think Addison. Didn't see who else were the skill players out there. Looks like Jefferson is to the near side. Looks like Valentine is lined up on him. Shotgun toss to Jones to the outside numbers. He gets it almost. He's got about 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming out to the 30. Hey, Yusuf, hello. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for being here. That is the 2-minute warning. Vikings will have a 2nd and 2 coming up. Oh, apologies. At their own 35. I think I said 30 on accident, of course. All right, let me get some water and I'll be right back. All right, Ravens are lining up for a field goal. And they get it. Now they're down 7-3 to the Jets at home. Oh, all right. Let's Love is 8-13, 88 yards, took a sack for 4 yards. Wilson 13 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown. Brooks only 2 for 2. A lot of grinding. Wilson had long carry of 11. Wicks 2 catches for 32. Dobbs 2 for 23. Watson 2 for 21. Wilson 1 for 7. Brooks 1 for 5. Musgrave a target. Was that besides the DPI? He did get a big DPI penalty drawn. McCarthy 5 for 8 for 37 yards. No sacks. Mason 7 carries, 44 yards. Jones 6 for 36. So they've got 80 yards combined rushing. So pretty good day on the ground already for the Vikings offense. Jefferson 2 for 22. Jones 1 for 6. We're talking receptions. Hawkinson 1 for 5. Oliver 1 for 4. No turnovers. McCarthy. Oh, I guess it was a fumbled snap. I do remember that now. So they didn't call that a sack either. But it says 1 carry, no yards too. I don't know how they factor that in. All right. At any rate, 2nd and 2 for the Vikings at their own 35. McCarthy in shotgun, bunched formation, handoff. Jones close to the first down. No, I think they marked him short. Yeah, I'm a little surprised too. Jones thought they had the first down. I certainly did. 3rd and 1 or less than 1. Clock rolling. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Minute and a half. 3rd and 1. 11 seconds on the play clock. In shotgun, he's got Jones to his left. It's a handoff. Jones has the first down past the 40 to the 41. 1st and 10 Vikings. 1:12 to go, first half. In shotgun. From their own 41. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Throws to the near sideline. Caught and held on by Jefferson after a nice hit. 1st and 10 Vikings in Packer territory as they go hurry up with 45 seconds to go. Valentine tried to jam Jefferson, and then he was wide open, and Valentine almost tipped it, and Williams got there and hit him. They're at the Packer 40. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws, incomplete. He was going for Jefferson by the near sideline. 29 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 from the Green Bay 40. Come on, keep them out of the end zone before half. Oh, man, Valentine just missed tipping that. He had tried to jam him at the line and then just couldn't quite recover. Good throw by McCarthy, though. Good catch by Jefferson, and good job hanging onto the ball as Williams delivered the hit. Yeah, again, they're just outside the 40, about the 40 and a half. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush up the middle, and he's sacked back at the 47. Big sack by the Packers defense with only 23 seconds to go. I guess it was McDuffie. And I assume maybe the Vikings called a timeout or maybe the Packers. It's going to be 3rd and 17 after the 7-yard loss. Yeah, McDuffie got it. The Rook, Brinson, was there too. Ooh, they got away with Brinson having a hand on McCarthy's helmet. Woof. Little surprised the flag wasn't thrown because he did turn his head a little bit. Oh, the Vikings took the timeout. They have 1 left. I guess that makes sense. You don't want to call a timeout as the Vikings might be in 2-down territory here. Come on, defense. You can't give up like 14. Keep them out of field goal range. In shotgun, 3 receivers to the far side, back to pass, 4-man rush, dumps it off to Jones. He gets near the original line of scrimmage, so it should be about a 4th and 10 after a 7-yard gain. And I believe the Vikings took their last timeout. Apologies, I didn't start the clock. Nope, the Packers took the timeout with 15. Interesting. Why? I mean, it's only 15 seconds, and you only have 1 left. I mean, I guess the Packers could do a quick play and maybe get in field goal range if the Vikes don't pick this up. All right, they only gave him a gain of 6, so 4th and 11. There's a little bit of wind. It's not blasting as they just showed the flags. And it looks like they'll send Riker down into the field. This will be just inside of a 60-yarder, I think. Probably about 59. And 59-yard attempt. Career long of 62. All right, come on. Bad snap. Block it. Miss it. Here's the snap. The kick is up and on line and good. Unbelievable. With 10 seconds to go. 59-yard field goal. And I don't. Good snap. Good hold by Wright, the punter, from the right hash mark or the far hash mark and right down the middle. And that would have been good from 65 probably. He had plenty of leg into it. I'm going conservative saying 65. You know, and on Lambeau, that's pretty good with a little bit of wind. So the Vikings get back within 4 of the Packers, and the Packers will likely just kneel down. Unless they get lucky and the Vikings kick it out of bounds or something. All right, Savion Williams is back to return the kick at the 2. Now they finally get the play clock in motion. Each team has 1 timeout. I'll try to remember to reset that at halftime. Frequently forget. All right. Riker kicks it down the middle, and Savion kneels it. So the Packers will have 1st and 10 at their own 35 with 10 seconds and 1 timeout. Got to figure they're probably going to kneel it, though. Let's see. Pittsburgh has the ball. They're still tied at 14. 1st and goal for the Chiefs, down 14-6 with 24 seconds. Looks like the Colts took a timeout. All right. Yep, I believe the Packers will just kneel it. Here's the snap, the kneel down, and that'll run out the clock in the first half. So 10-6, Packers lead at halftime, but Vikings steal a little bit of momentum with that 59-yarder. So we shall see. The Packers should get it. I believe the Vikings started with the ball. We will confirm that before taking a break. All right, got the 3rd quarter clock ticking down. Go Pack, says Uncommon Truth Shaman. Hello. Thank you. All right, 10-6. Let's check. Oh, Vikings got a 1st and goal at the 1. Toss play, easy, walk-in touchdown. Steelers, let's go. And it looks like Gibbs just scored for the Lions. So, all right, let's take a look at the scoreboard then. And, yeah, let's go back to the first quarter. Yeah, Vikings opened up with a field goal, so the Packers will get the second half kickoff. All right. Let's see. All right, we'll just check the scoreboard real quick. We'll go through the halftime stats as well. Steelers are up 21-14 on the Bears in Chicago. They'll be kicking off. Bears still have some time in the second quarter, I mean. Patriots up 4 in Cincy, 14-10. They have the 2nd and 8 at the Cincy 29. 3rd and goal for the Chiefs and another timeout by the Colts every time I look up. Actually, no, wait, yeah, let me go to the Bears game at halftime. Yeah, again, the Steelers got a defensive touchdown. Wyatt strip sack, and somebody fell on it in the end zone. He got Caleb Williams. All right, so we switched over to the Bears real quick. Giants, again, 2-minute warning. 17-14, they lead the Lions in Detroit. They have a 2nd and 7 at their 21. Put music. Yeah, I will. Usually I don't for football, but yeah, I will. Seahawks 13-3 over the Titans. Nearing the halftime, but they got a 2nd and 9 at the Tennessee 12. So all right. Didn't think we would get any help from the Titans. All right, 3rd and goal. Mahomes back to pass, throws to the end zone and caught? Or was he out of bounds? They're discussing it. One guy said out of bounds. Now they're talking about it. It was Rice in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. They finally got together and talked about it. 4th and goal for the Chiefs from the 4. Jets lead the Ravens 7-3 at halftime. Oh, got my reminder. Got to fix the clock and fix the timeouts. Giants just got a 26-yard catch, so that's good. Two field goals by the Vikings, both over 50 yards. I think 52 and 59. Chiefs get a field goal down 14-9. Packers had a 1-yard run by Wilson and a McManus 32-yard field goal. Wow, there's some funny shadows in Soldier Field today. Bears return it to the 37. So they have good field position with 1:13 to go in the second quarter and 2 timeouts. All right, McCarthy, 7 of 11, 62 yards, 1 sack for 7 yards. Almost knocked him out of field goal range, but it made no difference to Will Reichert. He hit a 59-yarder. Mason, 7 for carries for 44. Jones, 8 for 42. They've combined for 86 yards. Jefferson, 3 catches, 41, a long of 19. Jones, 2 for 12. Hawkinson, 1 for 5. Oliver, 1 catch for 4. 1 target for Addison. Penalty flag as Williams throws, and it's intercepted. Who's the penalty on? Maybe he had a free play. And return, losing yardage, and fumbled it, and finally falls down on it back at their own 15 for the Steelers, but who knows who this penalty's on. And it's against the Steelers, so the pick was overturned. But if he had lost that fumble, the Bears would have taken the play. Yeah, they jumped off sides. All right, Jordan Love, 8 of 13, 88 yards, took a sack for 4 yards. Wilson, 13 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Brooks, only 2 for 2. Love, 1 for -1. Wicks, 2 catches, 32. Dobbs, 2 for 23. Watson, 2 for 21. Wilson, 1 catch for 7. Brooks, 1 for 5. Half a sack. Oh, they did give McDuffie and Brinson split the sack. I really thought it should have been just McDuffie's, but it's fine. And Igbare got a tackle for a loss as well. Sack by Dallas Turner. That's the Vikings' only tackle for a loss. All right, we'll leave the scores up. Only one we don't show is Colts Chiefs. Yeah, we'll leave this up for Giants, Lions, Steelers, Bears. I'm going to take a quick break. This is what's coming up today and the next 4 days. Plenty of hockey, women's basketball, and men's basketball. And the Packers, Lions on Thanksgiving. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both does help with getting recommended and growing the channel, and I thank you for your support. Looks like we did get a sub, and we got 14 likes. I appreciate you all. And in the poll, we got 15 votes, 80% Packers, 20% for the Vikings. All right, quick break. I'll be back. Thanks. All right, we're back. Just about set. And sorry about that. I botched it. Packers received the ball, and we are underway in the third quarter. Apologies. First and 10 for the Packers. 14:54 to go. Handoff up the middle from the start of the drive at the 28. Gain of a couple will bring up second and 8. Second and 7. Gain of 3. Packers going. Hurry up. Love back to pass. Caught by Wilson. Gets the first down and out of bounds. Sorry, took too long to get to my break and get out of my break. Apologies. Riker to the, let's see, Savion returned it to the 28 for a 21-yard gain. And shotgun, fakes the handoff, back to throw. Moves up in the pocket, takes it himself over the 50 and out of bounds at the Viking 45 for another first down on a run by Love to the near sideline. He had Wilson lined up behind him, faked the handoff. Immediate pressure up the middle. Wilson did a good job blocking the left edge rusher and where the right tackle would be. All right, first and 10 for the Packers at the Viking 45 near hash mark. Shotgun handoff. Wilson met in the backfield, terribly blocked by the Packers. A loss of probably 2, second and 12. (21-17) Steelers over the Bears in Chicago at half. 14-9 Colts over the Chiefs at half. All right, second and 11. Love has to throw it backwards to Brooks. Brooks should have just thrown it out of bounce and realize the situation as the Packers go backwards again. This is going to be third and about 15 as he got knocked out around the 50. Yeah, that was a run because Love avoided the rush and threw it behind him to Brooks. Brooks should have just taken it and thrown it. Instead, he loses yards. And the Packers face a third and long on the opening drive of the second half. Yep, third and 15 at midfield. They have 3 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun, back to pass with time. Now throws over the middle and bounces it short of the intended target, Wicks. And there's still 11:49 to go. 4th and 15. They'll have to send Whelan and the punting unit out. Got it to the Vikings 45 and then fell apart. All right, Whelan back to receive the snap. Moves forward. Kick is in the air. Right up the middle. Bounces at the 6. Goes sideways. Oh, the Vikings may have touched it. This may be a loose ball at the 5. If it is, the Packers should have it. The refs have not signaled. Packers think they have it. Vikings think they have it. They're going to have to unpick, peel people off the pile here. McDuffie got up. Mason gets up for the Vikings. And it is Packers ball. First and goal on the muffed punt from the 5. So the Packers hang on to it. Apologies, I forgot to give the Packers the ball in the second half. I don't know why I had it on Vikings. I guess, I don't know. Yes, number 4 ran into it. I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to block and lost sight of who had it. Who the heck is 4? Is he offense or defense? I don't even know. On the Vikings. Wow, bad special teams by Minnesota, and the Packers gotta make them pay. Oh man, the clock I gotta fix. First and goal at the 11:37 mark. Handoff to Wilson. He gets real close to the end line, but they mark him short. Second and goal. We got 11:23 to go. Wow, huge momentum swing in favor of Green Bay. Second and goal from about the 1. 11:11 to go in the third. Love under center. They're at the half-yard line. Watson near side. He goes to block. Handoff. Brooks. No, Wilson. I think he stretched it over. This should be a touchdown. It is. The Vikings thought they had it stopped, but he reached over with the ball. And we got a touchdown. Green Bay, 10:53. Cash in on a huge blunder by the Vikings. They may look at this, but I think Wilson was on top of a Viking player when he outstretched. They'll probably, I mean, they review all scoring plays, but I don't think it'll be called back because I believe he was on top of a Viking player when he stretched the ball out. Yep, they're already lining up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is through the uprights and good. And the Packers take an 11-point lead thanks to a Viking turnover off of a muffed punt. It actually bounced off his helmet. Number 4, Price. Oh, yeah. He's just a special teamer. He was trying to block. Wilson ran it to the half-yard line, and then he banged it, plowed it forward for the touchdown as well. So Packers will kick it off to the Vikings after this commercial break. All right, let's see where the rest of the league is at the moment. Wilson with 2 touchdowns on 62 yards rushing, 17 attempts. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just been a crazy year. Hopefully the Steelers got a defensive touchdown, so they have a 4-point lead at half. But thanks for commenting, Taylor. Appreciate it. It's just been a weird year. Well, what can you say? It's a week-to-week league, and more than anything, it's half to half. The Packers play much better in the second half for whatever reason. Usually, not always. I mean, the Lions are at home. They're only down 3. I expect they'll probably turn it around in the fourth quarter. It's not like the Packers blew the doors off the Giants in New York either. I mean, they had to hold on to get 2 defensive stops. They had a pick in the end zone thanks to Jameis or the receiver. And then, they had to get a sack by Parsons late too. So it's not like they got the win, but just barely. Oh, the Ravens just took the lead on Derrick Henry make that touchdown. Just underway in the second half in Kansas City. And they already had to punt it away, though. So Colts ball. Yeah, didn't figure the Seahawks would have any trouble with the Titans. They were down 3-0, and that's about all the Titans are good for. Still at halftime in Cincy, it looks like. All right, about to kick off after that gift touchdown. The Packers will take it. McManus in the air. Kick is taken at the 5, returned up the near numbers by Price, the guy who had the muff punt, and he gets it out, I think, at the 34. See where they spot him. Well, any case, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. We'll get the time and the yard line once they're done showing these McCarthy replays. All right, 10:48 to go in the third. 1st and 10, Minnesota. At their own 34. Shotgun, McCarthy back to pass. Sacked by Parsons back at the 24. Probably a loss of 10. We'll see where they spot the forward progress. Wow. That was all Micah. Just a 4-man. They showed 5. No, they went with a 4-man rush. And Micah just got inside of the left tackle. And McCarthy had nowhere to take the ball or throw the ball. Either, throw it or run it. And, 2nd and 17. Wow, that's some generous forward progress. Back to throw, caught by Hawkinson for a short gain. They'll have 3rd and more than 10. 3rd and 12 after a 5-yard gain as we're under 10. Did I say Micah? Oh, okay. Yeah, he can afford it. He can buy many breakfasts. Shotgun, back to pass, 3rd and 12. Lots of time. Flips it to Hawkinson, well short of the sticks to the 35. That'll bring up a 4th and we'll say 7. 4th and 8. All right, they gave him a gain of 4. So good. Thanks to Parsons' first down sack, bringing up 2nd and 17. Or, hold on. Yeah, it was a first down sack. That put the Vikings in tough spot on offense. And their special teams let them down to start the 3rd quarter. Wright kicks it away. Bounces inside the 10 and out of bounds at about the 8. 1st and 10, Green Bay. Deep in their own territory. But they do lead by 11 thanks to a gift by the Vikings punt return team. Yeah, probably. I hear you. All right, they're showing the Packers on red zone. 1st and 10. Let's see. Steelers Bears about to get underway in the second half. Wow, that's a long game. I think they're the slowest game. They had the most scores, I guess. So I guess that makes sense. Just barely though. Oh, wait, no, Giants Lions is still at halftime, so they're about, yeah. Anybody else? No. Oh, yeah, Ravens took the lead. They're up 10-7 on the Jets. Colts are to the Chiefs 45 after picking up a 3rd and 5. Seahawks got another touchdown. Did they go for 2 or what was the deal here? Excuse me. Steelers ball to start the second half in Chicago as well. Hello, Susan. Thank you. Sorry, kind of got to root against the Bears. We got enough trouble of our own. We just got a gift from the Vikings. Barely beat the Giants in New York last week. Looks like Lions start with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Oh, that's right. You probably don't get the Bears. Okay. 3rd and 2 for the Steelers. Handoff. And they get close to the first down, depending on the spot. Think they got it, but we'll see. Colts have a 1st and 10 at the Chiefs 20. They get a pass to about the 13. All right. Love and the Green Bay offense out on the field. 1st and 10 from about their own 8. Brooks motions to the backfield. In shotgun, Love. Williams in motion. Handoff to Brooks. He gets past the 10 to the 12 for about a gain of 4, bringing up a 2nd and 6. So we're getting close to 8.5 minutes to go in the third. Second and 6. And Rudolph got sacked just now by Sweat. Wait, was that now or earlier? Looks like now. Oh, they are showing both. Yeah, we're getting both here, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing the Packers. Toss to Savion, and that gets nothing. Maybe a half a yard. They said 2nd and 5. I don't. Okay. Well, now it'll be 3rd and 5. Under 8 to go. Colts throw incomplete. It was a matter of going from shade to sun. I think the receiver lost it in the sun with the weird shadows and Arrowhead. 4th and 4 for the Colts coming up. Packers have a 3rd and 5. They break the huddle with 12 on the play clock as we approach 7.5 to go, 3rd quarter. In shotgun from the near hash. 3 on the play clock. 2, 1. Watson in motion, and they have to burn a timeout. Oh, I thought we were done with this business without Rodgers audibling so much, but nope. Packers still can't get the play call in and get in and out of the huddle quick enough, and they burn a timeout. Feel like they've been better about that, but Steelers were incomplete and an injured Bear on the play. Uh-oh. That's right. They're already dinged up in the secondary and linebackers. And now they switched out to Cincy. New England has a 3rd and 11. All right, Packers 3rd and 5. You got 22 on the play clock. I hope that's enough time. In shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side. Looks like 2 with a tight end. Watson in motion to the far side. Back to pass. Looking. Quick throw to Watson. He catches it for the 1st down. They should give him forward progress to the 19. Packers going left to right in the 3rd quarter. And a 1st and 10. Big catch on 3rd down by Watson. Packers trying to go hurry up to get the Vikings caught off guard. 2 receivers to each side. A back with him in shotgun. Looks like Brooks. Back to pass is Love. 5-man rush at least. Caught by Watson for another 1st down near the 29. Nice diving catch by Watson. So we are under 6:40 to go in the 3rd. Hello, Rhonda. How are you doing? Shotgun. Love on a keeper on an RPO, I guess. He slides after about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Lions already in Giants territory, trailing by 3, under 11 to go. And, oh no, the guy that was injured earlier is injured again for the Vikings at 6:09. They gave Love 3 yards. I didn't think he did, but they gave it to him. And that is Metellus heading off. He was injured earlier with a leg injury. This looked like upper body this time. Nope, he made a cut and got his cleat caught. I don't know what he's grabbing. If he's grabbing his ribs or maybe his left elbow got a little hyperextended. He definitely slipped on the turf. I should say the grass in Lambeau and lost his footing. All right, 2nd and 7 coming up. We're under 6 minutes to go. Handoff up the middle. That's Wilson. He dives forward to the 39, bringing up a 3rd and 1. Oh, Belton is out there on the O-line. What happened to Zach Tom? I'll have to look into that. No, Tom is out there. Where do they have Belton lined up? Right guard? Yeah, it must be right guard then. Okay, it is right guard. Ryan at center. Just forgot for a minute. 3rd and 1, 1.5 from their 38.5. 7 on the play clock. Love and shotgun. Another handoff, and it gets blown up in the backfield. What are we doing, LaFleur? 3rd and 1 shotgun runs. Just tear that play out of the playbook, please. Situational, LaFleur. Everybody knows you love to run out of the shotgun on 3rd and short. Why do you do it? Nobody even blocked that dude. Nothing Wilson could do. So 4th and probably about 5 after a 4-yard loss. Wilson on Wilson, 55, tackled 23. And the Packers failed to cash in after picking up a couple first downs. 4th and 3, Whelan on the field. Kick is in the air by Whelan. Taken at the 15, 14, fair caught by Price, who was the one that had it bounce off his helmet and set up the Packers' 3rd quarter touchdown run after a 1st and goal from the 5. Timeout on the field. Vikings take over at about their 15, 1st and 10. Now they say the 13. All right. All right, Steelers up 21-17, 11-16 in the 3rd. 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 38. Boy, that doesn't look like the 38 when you look at the ESPN graphic. Looks a lot more like the 48. Pats up 17-13, 10-23 in the 3rd. 3rd and goal at the Bengals 1. Giants have it. I guess the Detroit had to send the punting unit out. Thought they were driving. 2nd and 9 at their own 8. Vikings take the ball over in the 3rd. Seahawks up 20 in Tennessee. Colts got another field goal. They lead by 8 in Kansas City. Not quite halfway through the 3rd. Ravens still leading the Jets, and they're at a goal to go and an incomplete on 3rd and goal. So 4th and goal from the Jets, too, for the Ravens. We'll see what they do here. Now, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen Dodgeball because I am not a Ben Stiller fan. So, can't help you there. I cannot stand. You want to run shotgun runs, fine, but don't do it on 3rd or 4th down, please, LaFleur. Just don't do it. I can't stand it anymore. That you basically lost the Eagles game because of that, and you still do this nonsense. It just hasn't learned. I just don't get it. Learn from your mistakes. Stop repeating the same stuff. Nah, I really can't stand Ben Stiller. I really can't. Everything I just can't even watch it. He takes me out of it. And which is weird because I do remember liking his TV show on Fox. All right, I hear you. All right. Run for Jones, or was it Mason? Goes nowhere. The Packers blew it up. 2nd and 11. Only a loss of 1. 4:03 to go. All right, I got to fix the clock real quick. Excuse me. 3:52 in the third quarter, 2nd and 11. McCarthy in shotgun. They're at their own 12. Hawkinson motions out to the far side. Fakes the toss to Jones, and he's sacked again. I believe it was Parsons. And McCarthy and another Viking slow to get up. Hopefully they're all right. This is going to be 3rd and long. I believe Parsons was credited. If he didn't get the full sack, he got half. Almost a strip sack by Parsons. Yeah, they faked that. He just had no time. The left tackle got beaten badly around the edge. Decent coverage by the Packers. All right, 3rd and 16. Shotgun. He's back in his own end zone. 4-man rush. They get him at the 1, or is it a safety? Oh, they gave him the inch line. So 4th and super long. They're going to have to kick it from out of the back of their own end zone. Wow. Not McCarthy's fault. Just not blocked well at all again by the O-line. 7 or 6 yard loss back to the 1. Honestly, I didn't even see the movie. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't even see it, to be honest. I couldn't even tell you. Kick out of the end zone, high and deep. Back at the 40-yard line, Savion returns it to the near hash, cuts it upfield, tackle down at the Packers 45. Not bad. If you told the Vikings it'd be kicking out of the back of their end zone, I think they'd take the Packers getting it 55 yards away. So the offense needs to cash in on the field position that the defense and special teams got for them. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Again, I like Will Ferrell, but man, I hated Anchorman. So like there's certain Will Ferrell movies that I'm never going to watch, and I think that's one of them. And there's 2 of them, I think. So, yeah, I'll pass. Again, I vaguely remember, I mean, it's going back a ways. I do remember liking Ben Stiller's TV show. Couldn't tell you one thing about it, but I remember watching it. And I don't know, every movie I have tried to watch with him in it, he just takes me completely out of it. I don't know if it's overacting or I just don't find it funny. You know, everybody says how great he is, and I don't know, for whatever reason. Bears get a touchdown to Moore, but looks like there's a penalty. But who knows what the call is going to be. I don't know why. I don't ever remember ESPN scrolling me down every time I look at the box score. This was off of Red Zone, so looks like they called it back. No? Wow, was more open, but... Oh, Moore got a taunting penalty. Okay, it wasn't called back. So is that going to be enforced on the kickoff? Why does it say 2nd and... That makes no sense. Yeah, I figured. Boo. Fourth and goal for the Pats, up by 4 in Cincy. Yeah, so where is that penalty going to be enforced that Moore picked up for taunting? I don't know if it was on the extra point or on the kickoff then. All right, they're at commercial. We're going back. Why is ESPN, like, broken here? Let me refresh. Yeah, 24-21 Bears. I don't know what the heck. why ESPN didn't refresh on its own. All right, Packers 1st and 10 at their 45. Handoff to Wilson. Turns, gets near the first down. That should have been a short gain, and instead it's another Green Bay first down. Wow. Wilson having a great day. Blocking has been pretty good, but they're running the ball okay, but Love's taking some heat in the pocket. Wow. Poor tackling by Minnesota there. Under a minute and a half to go in the third. At the Viking 43, near hash mark. Shotgun. Handoff to Wilson. He takes it inside the 40 down to the Viking 38, where it'll be about a 2nd and 5 coming up. Right up the gut. That's where they've done most of their damage, too. Oh, the Colts get a nice 3rd and 1 play to Taylor, and they're inside Chiefs territory. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Oh, they gave him a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Yeah, I wish Rodgers hadn't. I guess it wouldn't have made much difference whether it was Rodgers or Mason Rudolph at quarterback. Their defense got him a touchdown. Handoff, Wilson, first down, up the near hash. He spins forward inside. Let's see where they marked him. But 1st and 10 either way for the Packers. And they can let the third quarter expire and keep grinding. They were at the 37, and he got the first down. So they're inside the 35 and tackled forward inside the 30 at about the 28. And I can't imagine they're going to run another play before the end of the third. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. That's the end of the third quarter. Thanks to a gift by the Vikings, the Packers take a 17-6 lead into the final quarter on a muffed punt off the helmet of Price on a punt return. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Taylor. And thanks, Rhonda. Sorry, your Chiefs are down 8. Colts, Jones back to pass. Moves forward. He's got the first down, slides down short of the 20 at about the 22. And the Titans got a touchdown, but the Seahawks already got a 1st and goal. So 23-10. And that's a Charbonnet touchdown to the outside. Wow. Dodgeball is miles better than Zoolander. Yeah, I just remember seeing the trailer and being like, meh. Like, I haven't seen, what is it, Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell either, because I was just like, eh. I like Vince Vaughn in Old School. I'm trying to think what else. I'm sure there's other ones I like Vince Vaughn in, too. I don't know. Wedding Crashers was meh. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. I thought that movie was a little overhyped. But yeah, I'm not bashing Vince Vaughn. I think he's a fine actor. Let me unplug my phone charger. I got to fix the clock first, though. Yep, Packers have a 1st and 10 to start the fourth quarter at the Viking 29. I gotta get more water too. I'll be right back. Oh boy. All right, should be back to the game shortly. All right, Packers got the only points in the third quarter, and they lead 17-6. Handoff to Wilson inside the 25, inside the 20, and another first down. And they are just ramming it up the gut on the Vikings. Shoving the ball down the Vikings' throat, essentially. Right up the far hash mark. Like like maybe minimal arm tackling at the line of scrimmage and not getting hit till he's already got the first down. Pardon my voice. 1st and 10 at the Viking 18.5-yard line. Watson in motion out with Dobbs. Or actually, it was Savion. Doesn't matter. Wilson up the gut for another 3. Bringing up 2nd and 7. Now they focus on my... carpal tunnel. When I use the mouse, my wrist bothers me a lot. Probably should have the surgery, but I have no idea how much that would be. Excuse me. It's just carpal tunnel from too much typing and mouse usage. 2nd and 7 and now Brooks is in the game, so Wilson getting a breather. Hand off to Brooks, right up the gut. They get it down to the 11. So it should be about a 3rd and 2 coming up. They might say 3. It is 3. And Wilson checks back in for Brooks. Excuse me. 106, a career high for Emmanuel Wilson excuse me, in place of the injured Josh Jacobs. Boy, I hope they get Josh Jacobs back for Thursday. In shotgun, a handoff, and of course it goes nowhere. Why, LaFleur? Why? Why are we settling for a field goal? It's going to keep the Vikings in this game. I ask why. Put the ball in Love's hands there. Let him pick up the 3rd and 3 for you. 4th and 4, they lost a yard. Lined up as the deep back behind him in shotgun, and Wilson had nowhere to go. The Vikings knew exactly where it was going, right up the gut. 4th and 4, they'll send McManus out for a 30-yard attempt. Clock continuing to roll. Here's the snap. The kick is, good. I thought he missed it. He had hooked it so bad, I didn't think it was going to stay inside the left upright. Apologies for yelling. That almost gave me a heart attack because, I know they're up 11, but that puts them up 14, though. Really not happy with the floor, not going for the jugular and letting Jordan Love pick up a 3rd and 3. Why you take the ball out of his hands there, I have no idea. I guess you trust your defense to hold a 14-point lead, but still, you can't do that against better teams. You can't do that in the playoffs. So much for all gas, no effing brake. Is one of his famous quotes. Seems like all brakes, no effing gas. Oh, okay, so you do wear it at night. I guess I hadn't considered that. That's a good idea. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's check the poll. Hey, we got 20 votes, so looks like 15 votes for the Packers, 5 for the Vikings, as it's a 75-25 split. All right, hope you'll join me. I know there's plenty of football coming up, but I will have Kraken Islanders at 4 and Bruins Sharks at 7. Tomorrow we got a split doubleheader of between women's basketball and hockey. Same on Tuesday. Wednesday, I think I'm going to add a couple games. I think it's women's in the afternoon. There's a lot of basketball, a lot of college basketball. Jets get a field goal and get back within 7 in Baltimore as they're underway in the 4th. 17-10 now, Ravens. They'll get the ball back. We got hockey at night, doubleheader. Thursday we will do Packers Lions at noon, and then men's college basketball for the first time. And Friday, I think there's an early men's basketball game. Illinois, it's like 2 ranked teams. And then I think we'll go to hockey. So that's what's coming up. All right, McManus will be set to kick it off. Oh boy, Patriots have a major injury. Didn't get a look at the number. Somebody on their back. All right, here's the kick by McManus. It is taken back at the 1 to the near sideline, up to the near numbers by Price at the 20, spins at the 22, moves backwards inside the 20 and is tackled down. So we'll have to see where they spot this ball. But 1st and 10 for McCarthy and the Viking offense, now trailing by 14 with just over 12 minutes to go. And I got to check my tablet charge. We can do that after the game. McCarthy 9 for 13, 71 yards. All right, Addison in motion. He goes back to the near side, though. Deep back. McCarthy under center. Addison in motion again. Handoff to Jones. No, it's Mason. And he is tackled for about a loss of 2, bringing up a 2nd and 12 for the Vikings. And they are inside their 20, so he did give up some yards on that return. Looks like, yeah, Parsons eluded the double team and was the first person to touch Mason, but it was wrapped up by, I think, Wooden. I always confuse Wooden and Brooks on defense. All right, we're under 11 and a half to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 12 at their own 17, near hash mark. Hawkinson in motion, and either a delay a game or a false start, I expect, on Minnesota. What's the call here? False start. Either way, 2nd and 17. Who'd they call that on? Okay, Wooden did get that tackle of Mason for -2. Second and 17. Clock stopped at 11:18 after the penalty. Back to pass. Throws near far sideline and immediately dropped by Adam Thielen. That should have been a catch. I think he heard footsteps. 3rd and 17. That might be his first target. I kind of forgot he was on the team. It is. Addison's only had 1 target as well. 4 sacks now taken by McCarthy, but not really his fault. Not a lot of good protection up front. 3rd and 17, deep in their own territory for Minnesota at their own 12. Shotgun back to pass, 4-man rush. And, he eludes the pass rush. Good move. But then he's tackled back at the 2 by Devontae Wyatt on a nice sack. So 4th and long. That's going to be about a 10-yard loss. 4th and 27, I imagine. Under 11 minutes to go, and they'll have to send the punting unit onto the field. He avoided the rush initially. I think it was Gary who missed him. It was. But then Wyatt got him at about the 2 and spun him into the end zone. Yeah, he had a guy in the flat. I don't know why he didn't just get rid of it. But here's the kick out of the back of the end zone. This one a little bit shorter, taken at the 44. Savion to the near numbers, inside the 45 to the 40, in great field position for the Green Bay offense as they return to the field, already up 14. So, man, that fumble by Price really turned the game around. It was only 10-6 when that occurred in the 3rd quarter. I should say muff punt. It went off his helmet as he was trying to block it up. All right, Bears still up 3. They're still in the third, so that game has slowed down slower than the Lions game. I think the Steelers just turned it over. Did they? Or was it a 4th down? Yeah, I think the Bears, looks like Sweat hurried Rudolph, and Rudolph fumbled before he got tackled to the ground. Yeah, that's going to be Bears ball. Near midfield at about their own 46, I'd say. And it looks like the Colts just fumbled up 20-9. Or no. No, I'm sorry. The Chiefs fumbled down 20-9 on a drive inside the red zone. Bears first 10 games, 22 takeaways today too. Jeepers. Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Bears. 3:52 in the third. But up 3. All right, we need to get back to the Packer game. They might be back already. Nope, still at commercial. Giants ball. 1st and 10 at their own 42 with a 3-point lead. So as of 54 seconds to go in the third, no scores in Detroit in the third quarter. Yeah, it looks like the Packers is the quickest game, but Jets-Ravens isn't much further behind. Ravens have the ball up 7. 2nd and 10 at the Jet 19. And that's Lamar on a scramble to about the 18. So 3rd and 8 coming up at the Jet 17. And it was a scoreless third quarter in Detroit. All right, Packers ball. Handoff again. Nope, fake the handoff. Dumped off to Musgrave. He gets 5, plows forward, and gets the first down. That was not Musgrave. That was Fitzpatrick. Okay, so 81. Good gravy. I'm not up on the Packers, apparently. I forgot 81 was the guy that replaced Kraft. 86 is Fitzpatrick. It looked like 88 Musgrave, but he stayed on his feet and plowed forward for the first down, so I should have known that's why it wasn't Musgrave. Yeah, they liked Fitzpatrick enough to cut Ben Sims, and the Vikings picked him up. So 1st and 10, already at the Viking 29, and we got movement on the line and a flag. We'll see who this is on at 9:35. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it at the break. False start on the Packers, 1st and 15. Yeah, I saw Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed quarterback or whatever, reindeer, with the fumble. All right, first total yards this half, minus 22 by Minnesota because of all the sacks the Packers have racked up. Packers have 110, most of that on the ground. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, dump off to Wiley, I think. 81, he gets maybe a yard. So 2nd and 14 coming up. Clock approaching 9:20 to go. Patriots for a field goal, 45 yards out. It's up and good. They lead 20-13 with 59 seconds to go in the third. So that is Josh Wiley's first catch. 1 for 1 yard. I thought he had a target earlier. Maybe it was a penalty or something. Under 9 to go. 2nd and 14 at the Viking 34. Back to pass. Throw. Caught but juggled by Watson out of bounds. So no. Oh, they called it a catch. Are you kidding me? Hurry up and run the play. So the Vikings don't get a look at this. That looked like Watson juggled it live. Oh my gosh, he totally did. Hurry up. Snap the ball. That was not a catch. I can't believe the Vikings aren't challenging this. Hurry up. Snap the ball. What are we doing? Love is changing the play at the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 3. Handoff to Brooks is short. They'll have a 4th and 2. Wow. I am shocked somebody on the Vikings sideline didn't say challenge this. They would have won it. Watson juggled the ball. That was not a catch. I cannot believe it. Under 8 to go now. And I assume McManus. Man, you're up 14. Yeah, I get it. This makes it a 3-possession game. 40-yard attempt coming up from the near hash mark. Here's the snap. Whelan gets the hold. It's right down the middle and good from 40 yards out at 7:36. And now the Packers lead by 17 with 7:36 to go. And we'll be kicking off after a commercial break. Jones throws out of the end zone incomplete on 3rd and 12. Still 14:02 to go. They lead by 11 in Kansas City. All right, we'll check in on the Bears game. Oh, they're at the quarter break. They have a 2nd and goal at the Pittsburgh 3. Oh, boy. Giants, 1st and 10 at the Detroit 44. Yeah, I see the play that picked up the first down on 3rd and 4. And now they got a 2nd and 1 at the Lions 35 after a gain of 9 by Singletary on the ground. All right, let's get back because the Bears are at a commercial break. Or no, I already am back. Nope, I wasn't. Still at commercial. And we got some sawing or something going on at the neighbors. Wonderful. All right, Ravens are now up 10, 20-10 with just under 9.5 to go in the 4th. Colts up 11, 20-9 over the Chiefs in Kansas City. Seahawks now lead by 13 in Tennessee over the Titans, 30-17. Again, Patriots just got a field goal. Bengals have a 3rd and 1 at their own 33. Giants got a 1st and 10 at the 33 of the Lions. Winston in shotgun. It's an end around, but it's going to be a... Oh, I thought they were going to throw it. They do throw it. Caught by Winston inside the 15, inside the 10, on his feet at the 5, and a touchdown, Giants. Unbelievable. It was an end around and a touchdown pass. Not sure what you call that. Holy Toledo, some trickery going on for the the Lions, but there's the Giants, the Lions' opponent. But it's still a 9-point game with 12:16 to go pending the extra point. Wow. Somebody was covering Winston, could have made the tackle. It was a linebacker and just dove at the feet at the 6 and blew it. All right, McManus has it on the tee. Extra point good in Detroit, so the Giants take the 10-point lead. In their own end zone, the Vikings down it at 7:36. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 35, trailing by 17. So important field goal by the Packers made it a 3-possession game. And Micah Parsons, as we get a look at, he has, where are we at? He has 2 sacks. So does Devontae Wyatt. And Brinson and McDuffie split 1. So those are your 5 sacks. Dallas Turner with the sack for the Vikings. Second player in NFL history with 10-plus sacks. Something with Reggie White. Missed it. Back to pass. McCarthy almost got it. It is picked off. Almost a strip sack, and McDuffie gets the interception and is down. Wow, a lot of pressure by the Packers D, and they get the interception. McCarthy did his best to get rid of that ball, but his arm was restricted enough that McDuffie made the pick over the middle. It was play action, and that was Rashawn Gary who got there, and then McDuffie made the pick. He got a lot of it kind of just slung off his arm, almost like a batted ball. So it should go as a pick because it never was on the ground. Oh, great. Bears scored. Boo. Goal, Paca's goal. Thanks, Alex. Boo on the Bears. Gosh darn it. Should have let Rodgers play with a broken left wrist. All right, Love and shotgun. Packers take over at the Vikings 40. Handoff to Wilson. Goes nowhere. 2nd and 10. And let's make sure Wilson held on to that ball. Did Banks fall on it? Yeah, Wilson may have fumbled that. Zane Anderson is the one who recovered Miles Price muff punt on special teams. Yes. 27. Good number for the Packers this year. All their wins but the Pittsburgh win were with 27 as their final point tally. Love on another handoff. What are we doing, LaFleur? 2nd and 9. It's not like we're, or 3rd and 9. It's not like we're in field goal range. I know you're trying to grind clock, but cash in on this gift interception. Yeah, it was intended for Jefferson somehow. Gary's the one who hit him and caused the interception. Boy, I hope Keyshawn Nixon's okay, though. I mean, I know it was a stinger, but you never know with those. 3rd and 9 at the 39 of the Vikings. Love and shotgun. Wicks and Dobbs are on the near side. Far side is Watson, and Green Bay uses a timeout because the play clock was at 1. They have 1 remaining. Gosh darn it. Come on, LaFleur, get your act together. Why do you keep scrolling down on me, ESPN? It's so annoying. So the Bears are up 10. There's still 14-14 to go, but Steelers got a defensive touchdown on a strip sack, so not looking good if you were hoping to get help in the Central North, the NFC, not Central, sorry, previous division name, NFC North from the Steelers. And if they lose, they'll drop to 6-5, with the Ravens improving to 6-5, so they'll be tied in the AFC North. Ravens lead by 10, under 7 to go. Steelers down 10 with over 14 to go. 3rd and 9 for the Packers. 3 receivers to the near side. It's Dobbs, Wicks, and Watson. Watson in the middle. And I think they have Musgrave to block on the far side. Back to throw at the 50. Throws down the field, nearly intercepted. And it looked like Wicks got hit early too, but the pass may have been tipped. So even if it was DPI, they probably wouldn't have called it because it may have been tipped by the Vikings first. Yep, it did. Yeah, Murphy was in there early, but again, the ball was tipped by Hawkinson, so that stops the clock at 5:53, and the Packers have a 4th and 9. And presumably, yep, Whelan is out there. Gosh darn it. Quick 3 and out after an interception. They're playing not to lose. Kick is in the air. Bounces out of bounds at about the 7. 1st and 10 Vikings. 5:46 to go and trailing by 17. Come on, you could have buried this game a while ago. Well, Lions already have a first down. Gibbs breaks a tackle. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Not sure why he's slowing down when they're down 10, eating up clock, but all right. So not over in Detroit by any stretch of the imagination. Probably over in Soldier Field in Chicago, but plenty of time left in Ford Field. 27-24 G-men. McCarthy throws to Jefferson short. He takes it past the 10 to the 15, bringing up, gets about a gain of 8, 2nd and 2 as we approach 5.5 to go. Whoops, Viking ball too. All right, in shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws. Jones gets just enough for the first down, pushed out of bounds, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And that was a run up the gut by the Bears on the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Mananjai, or however you say his name. Oh, I got to slow the clock down after the out of bounds play. Back to pass, McCarthy, 4-man rush, blocked well. He scrambles past the 20 to the 25, gets enough for the first down, I believe. Under 5 to go. 4:45 in the fourth, make it. 23-6 Packers, Vikings ball. They have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. But they need 3 possessions. Yeah, he could have dumped it off to Jones, but he kept it himself. All right, the Steelers already to the Bears 40. We'll take that, but there's under 11.5 to go. And Egbare there, but it's a dump off to Hawkinson for 4 yards, bring it up 2nd and 6. Good pressure by Kingsley and Egbare, but not quite quick enough. Under 4 to go. $3.50 to go in the fourth. 2nd and 5. They gave him a gain of 5. Back to pass, McCarthy. Throws over the middle. Picked. Overshot. Was that Naylor, number 1? And another interception for the Packers DA was Williams. Yeah, pretty sure that was... Isn't Naylor number 1? Or is he number 3? No, Addison's 3. I think Naylor's number 1. At any rate, that's an interception. Packers take over, 1st and 10. McCarthy long over the middle. Threw it. Yep, it is Naylor. High and behind Naylor. And Williams was right in the perfect spot to pick it off. And the Chiefs get a touchdown. Looked like Kareem Hunt leaped into the end zone over the pile. So that game, long way to go. 8:37 on the clock. All right, hopefully the Packers can salt the clock away and keep it on the ground here. Oh, they put in Malik Willis. All right, thank God. Handoff to Brooks. He gets maybe a yard. Maybe nothing. All right. Thankfully, they put in Malik Willis. So Love doesn't take any more shots on that left shoulder. Injured. 2-point conversion is good to Rice, so the Chiefs get back within 3 of the Colts with 8:37 to go. Five sacks, 2 takeaways, and 1 turnover on down for the Green Bay defense. Willis in shotgun. He's got Brooks right behind him. Savion motions to the far side. Snap with 0 on the clock. Up the middle to Brooks. He pushes, legs driving. He gets the first down as the Vikings tackle him down near midfield. They kind of carried him forward. 1st and 10. And I don't know if the maybe the Vikings aren't even going to use their timeouts. Maybe they'll save them to the 2-minute warning. .222 in the fourth. Oh, no, I think Winston threw a pick, or did it get broken up? Nope, looks like the Detroit Lions picked it. Gosh darn it. All right, they got to snap it before the 2-minute warning. Handoff Brooks right up the gut to the 50, maybe the Vikings 49. It's at least a gain of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 8, maybe 7 at the 2-minute warning. So will the Vikings bother with their timeouts? I would think so, but I don't know. Oh, no. Yeah, and that was after a pick, a bad pick by Winston. I mean, is there any other kind? Ugh. Second and 9 at the Giants. Nope, 3rd and 9 at the Giants 44. So big play in this game. Steelers have the ball at the Bears 29, 2nd and 10. We'll jump over for bonus maybe of that after the Packer game. Goff back to pass. Oh, dropped on, should have been a first down on 3rd and 8, but that ball was dropped unless the defender tipped it. Somebody injured in Cincy. Looks like on defense, number 58. And, what happened to Taylor? I hope, oh, no, did he get injured? No, Hamilton on the Ravens got injured. Oh, his left leg got tangled up with Taylor's legs. Oh, no. He's walking off under his own power, but limping badly. It's his left leg. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that didn't look too good. Just catching up on red zone here while the Packers are at timeout for the 2-minute warning. Wow, there's a lot left in that Bears game. I just realized. I think the Bears are the slowest game right now. Nope, Seahawks-Titans is a little slower. May rolls out, throws incomplete on 1st and goal. Up 7, 7:29 to go in the game. Oh, let's check the down and distance. It is 2nd and 8 at the Viking 49. It was a gain of 2. Wilson, I think his day is done. 28 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns with a long run at 12. He really kept the Packers offense moving. And he had 2 catches for 18 yards to boot. But the big play was that fumble by Price, or the muff punt. Gave the Packers a gift touchdown in the 3rd. Willis fakes the handoff, rolls out, hits Musgrave at the 45, tackled inbounds near the 1st down. It's going to depend on the spot. And they say 1st down. And I guess the Vikings aren't using their timeouts. A little surprised there. And I know it's 17 points. But, wow. I mean, we'll take it. Packers are at the Lions, home against the Bears, at Broncos, at Bears, home against the Ravens, at Vikings in the next 6 games. And they play Thursday in Detroit. They're going to need a win. Oh, it was actually 3rd and 1. Apologies. Now the Packers pick it up. Willis sneak. And they may just need to kneel once if the Vikings aren't going to bother using any of their 3 timeouts. And it doesn't appear they will. So I think the Packers can get in victory formation and kneel one more time. Plenty of close games going on, though. And Willis takes the knee, and that should do it with 30 seconds to go in the fourth. The Packers will get the win and improve to 7-3-1. And the Vikings drop to 4-7. That's your final. All right. Well, let's see what they do. I think maybe I'll just, I don't know, maybe I'll just enjoy it, but let's see. There's a lot of time, I think, in that Bear game. And the Steelers just got a touchdown as soon as Gainwell. Or did they call? No, yeah, that's a touchdown. Bears complaining they were held. But wah. Oh, now there's a late call. Wait, what? That was a very late flag. Now they call the holding on Metcalf. That was a really late call. Thanks, Alex. They needed it. So what did... Oh, Metcalf kind of grabbed Brisker around the shoulder pads, I guess. All right, 1st and 10 at the 12. No, 1st and goal, I'm sorry, at the 12. So that happened on 1st down, and then they ran it. All right, I can check for bonus coverage. Oops, what did I just do? Timeout with 7:17 to go. Injury to the Bears. What's the time, though? I got hockey in an hour and 20 minutes. 7:36 to go? Is that what we got? Second and goal, Steelers. Bears are 7-3. Steelers are 6-4. Yeah, I know. We got to get the Bears to blue. I know. They're green. Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, we'll have to look up the hex code. Handoff into Gainwell. He gets tackled at the 3. 2nd and goal. Or 3rd and goal. Pardon me. 3rd and goal. For the Steelers. I don't know why I made that bear. Rudolph throws over the middle, caught for the touchdown by the Freiermuth, the tight end. And it's 31-27. Yeah, thanks, Alex. Another linebacker. It's time for the beer leaguer to suit up. All right, the Steelers score with, well, what's the time, ESPN? Why are you so slow? I don't know why I couldn't get a better blue on the color thing. Kick is up and good by Boswell. All right, that's better. We'll get the real one in a minute. 31-27 kickoff coming up for the Steelers with 6:27 to go in the fourth. All right, let's get Bears blue. It's like navy. Or should I do their orange? Yeah, Steelers are black. I guess I could do yellow, but it won't look good. And if I try to change the color for the lettering, it messes it up for the record. So we'll just go black on navy blue. They're going to look real similar. You can't even tell the difference. Oh, I thought I put the extra point up there. All right, 31-28, my bad. Kickoff coming. Kick is in the air. Taken inside the 5, returned to the far numbers 30, and stopped at about the 33. First and 10, Bears with 6:20 to go. Caleb Williams in the offense on the field. Why did I type out Wisconsin? I don't remember ever doing that. Just the 2-letter code is enough. Chicago, Illinois. There we go. All right, Williams from the 32, actually. Back to pass. Throws incomplete over the middle at 6:16. Second and 10. A little bonus coverage of Steelers Bears. All right. Whoops, I need to mute that. On second and 10. 3 on the play clock. Shotgun. Handoff to Swift. Gets out to near the... Nope, they only give him the 34. So a gain of 2. It'll be a 3rd and 8 for the Bears. I think the Packers game is the only final. I'll double check that next break. All right, in shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. He has a back or a tight end with him. Taking it down to the play clock. What's the call here? Delay a game or a timeout? Flag. Back them up 5 yards. 3rd and 13 for the Bears with 5:30. They get the delay a game called against them. Woof. Not what you want to do there. Actually, it's Soldiers Field, as in possessive, right? I forgot. No, it is Soldier. All right, caught over the middle and re-caught. It got popped up in the air short of the first down, but they get 11, 4th and 2, and an injury on the play as well. Clock was still rolling, but I don't think 84 is getting up for the Bears. He got popped by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He juggled it and re-caught it. Fitzpatrick with the, yeah, it was Loveland, the tight end, 84. Pretty sure Fitzpatrick hit him. But 4th and 2, and the clock rolls. I guess he got up, so the Bears will have to send the punting unit on 4th and 2 from their own 40, up 3, as we're under 5 minutes to go. Kick is in the air, hits at about the 12, and that's where it stopped. And the Steelers will have it deep in their own territory with 4:37 to go. 1st and 10 coming up. Wow, what? Whoops. Hit the wrong button. Nice catch by Loveland. Kept the clock going. Both teams do have all 3 timeouts, though. I believe. I will confirm that. I won't guess. According to ESPN, both teams have all 3 timeouts. All right, let's quick check the other. I guess we're getting, no, not a full break, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in progress. So, yeah, the Packers are the only final 23-6. All right, back to pass. Rudolph dumps it off to Washington. He moves forward to the 19, bringing up 2nd and 2 after a pass for about 8 yards, depending on the spot. We need a Detroit update. Actually, you know what? That game might be on Fox now that I think about it. Giants still up 3 with 3 minutes to go. All right, 2nd and 1. This is about 1.5 from the 19.5. Toss play to the far side. Moves forward. Ooh, I think his knees were down. Ooh, that's a bad spot. They barely gave him the 20. I mean, I knew he wasn't going to get the first down, but I thought he had a little more than that. 3rd and 1 coming up as we approach and have 3:33 in the 4th. Maybe I can. Oh, what the heck? Why is this behind? And looks like, yep, a run up the middle and enough for the first down. That was Warren on the carry. He had the last one as well. So 1st and 10, Vikings. I'm sorry, Vikings. That was a very Davis game. 1st and 10, Steelers. Chiefs driving. They're at their own 35, 40, 45. Rice got away. All right, caught near between the numbers and the hash mark for about 6 yards, bring it up 2nd and 4 for the Steelers. Number 81 on the catch. That is Jonnu Smith. 2:22 in the 4th. Steelers ball. Shotgun. Rudolph throws down the near sideline and overshot it out of bounds. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. Going for the home run ball when they just needed 4 yards. Not sure I understand that. And not. Let's see. That was Roman Wilson he was trying to hit. 2 targets on the day. Meanwhile, in Detroit ball, 2nd and 6 at their own 10, down by 3, 2:54 to go. So this Bears game has sped up here in the 4th quarter. Man, that Packer game was super fast. Back to throw, flags on the play. Rudolph picks up the first down with his feet. Pat slides down near the 50, but what was the flag at the time of the snap? At 2:05. Think it's on the Steelers. No, 2 flags. Illegal formation. Oh, I thought there were 2 flags. Oh, 2 receivers on the near side. Nobody was lined up on the line of scrimmage, and they didn't have a tight end. What a boneheaded play. 3rd and 9. And they wipe out a first down run by Rudolph. Third and 9, 2:05 to go. Shotgun. Fake the handoff. Throws batted down at the line of scrimmage at 2:01. Bears treating it like a fumble, but it was clearly incomplete. 4th and 9 coming up. Yeah, I bet you we're getting Detroit on Fox. 1st and 10 at their own 18 for the Lions. Only down 3. And the Steelers will have to punt it away. Now they're going to be in trouble because the 2-minute warning is going to happen, and they got 3 timeouts. They got to get a 3 and out by the Bears. Short punt. Downed at the 44. That was a terrible kick by the punter. Good Lord. 1:53 to go. Bears 1st and 10, and they get a first down, and this game's over. All right, let me see. Maybe this Lions game is actually on TV. I don't know if they'll... Yeah, it is. All right, 2-minute warning, and the Lions have a 3rd and 1 at their own 26 or 7, I think. Take a look. Yeah, 3rd and 1 from their own 27, 2-minute warning in Detroit. All right, we'll go back to the Bears. And Eagles-Cowboys would be next on Fox. But we're going to do hockey at 4:05. Still at commercial in both games. Patriots are out of timeouts. The Bengals have a 2nd and 10 with... Or no. The Patriots have a 2nd and 10 with 3:05 to go. Oh, the Bengals used their first timeout. Where's the ball, though? All right, well, still at the 2-minute warning break in Chicago. It is Soldier Field. Why did I was thinking it was Possessive, but I knew that was wrong. Three touchdown passes for Williams. All right, seriously, are they going to come out of the 2-minute warning before Detroit? Yeah, I guess. All right, so both games at about the same time frame. Lions facing a 3rd and 1, down 3. Bears have a 1st and 10, up 3, coming out of the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 10, May throws, caught for the first down. And the Bengals in trouble with 2:51 to go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Bears. At their own 44, they have a deep back. Receiver in motion. Handoff up the middle. Gets maybe one. Timeout Steelers at 1:47. We'll say 2nd and 9. We'll check ESPN real quick. 2nd and 9 is correct. Steelers timeout, of course. Shouldn't have to refresh. You didn't used to, I feel like, most of the year. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Bears. It's really 9.5. They're short of the 45. Toss play up the near hash. We'll see where they mark it. It'll be 3rd down at 142. Second charge timeout to the Steelers. 1 remaining. Lions picked up their 1st down and they spiked it. They have 1 timeout left with 1:12. 2nd and 10. Down 3. Bears, they call it a 3rd and 7 after a gain of 2. Why does my phone keep crapping out? All right, 3rd and 7 for the Bears. At the 47, back to pass. Williams under pressure, rolls to the far side, chased by Watt, throws incomplete, out of bounds. Intended target was Roma Dunze near the 40. 4th and 7. Steelers still have a timeout and 1:36 to work with, minus the time in the punt exchange, assuming the Bears send the punting unit out. Okay, so now I'm caught up. Just wanted to make sure. So, Steelers will get a chance. Presumably. 6 and 4 Steelers, 7 and 3 Bears. Meanwhile, I need to flip over to Detroit. They say 2nd and 10 at the Detroit 47. I already saw that. Here it is. 2nd and 10 on red zone. Shotgun to Goff, back to pass, throws, caught. He has the 1st down. They're almost in field goal range at the 41 of the Giants. 1 minute remaining. Out of timeouts, actually, Detroit is. 1st and 10 and a late flag in that game. Wait a minute. Why does it say the Steelers are out of timeouts? What just happened? What did I miss in the Bear game? Oh, they had an injured player on the play. Okay, so now they are out of timeouts. Okay. Well, I'm sorry I wasn't paying it. I was looking at the Detroit game. Chiefs are driving. There's the kick by the Bears punter. And it hits at the 5 and rolls into the end zone. Is it wet at Soldier Field? That looked like it must, or maybe that's just dust. He got tripped by DJ Moore. What's this flag here? At 129. What is going on in Soldier Field in Chicago? I think they're going to call tripping on Moore. What is this call? Okay, what was that, CBS? All right, 1st and 10 at their own 20 for the Steelers. I don't know what they were showing there. Rudolph back to pass, caught, 1st down, out near the 35, short at about the 34. 1st and 10, and Bears are sandbagging. Steelers line up quickly, clock rolling as we approach 1:10 to go. Back to pass, Rudolph caught and tackled out of bounds, or are they saying inbounds? 103, apparently he's out of bounds. 2nd and short. About a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Receivers to either side. Shotgun. Throws. Caught. Out of bounds. That was DJ Metcalf. 1st and 10. 1 minute remaining. Bears up 3. Steelers out of timeouts. Bears have all 3 timeouts. Boswell getting warmed up. 28 seconds to go in Detroit. They're out of timeouts. Back to pass. Rudolph caught just inside the 50. Short gain. Bringing up 2nd and long. Looks to be, a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Clock rolling at 45 seconds. Back to pass. Looking. Throws near sideline. Incomplete. Receiver fell down or didn't turn. 39 seconds to go, and they got to think about 2-down territory here. It's 3rd and 8. I don't think, given the, Boswell's used to kicking at Acrisure, a.k.a. Heinz Field, so I guess he'd be suited for Soldier Field, if anybody, but they need to pick up the first down to get them really within striking distance. And the Chiefs have a 3rd and 1 at the Colt 5, down 3. Unbelievable. And they picked it up, 1st and goal. Shotgun, Boswell, caught by Metcalf for maybe 2 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 or 6. Under 30 seconds to go. They're going to have to go for it. They can't spike it. They'd have to rush the field goal unit out there. 22 seconds to go. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws deflected at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be it. With 17 seconds, the Bears will get a kneel down. So the Bears get lucky and escape with a win. And we flip over to Detroit. Detroit, let's see. Detroit tied at 27. Well, I'm going to call it there unless the Giants can get a miracle finish. I'm going to watch and save my voice. Back to pass. Winston looking. Throws. Almost intercepted with 18 seconds to go and 3 timeouts. So the Bears will win 31-28 after a kneel down. I'm assuming they've already kneeled down, but yep, they did. So the Bears improved to 8-3. Yep. Incomplete by Jameis Winston, I mean. Flag, though. 13 seconds to go. It's on the Giants. Yeah. Yep, Bears won. Boo. Packers are, 7-3-1. Bears are 8-3. My God, I'm hoping the Steelers didn't help. Hopefully the Giants and Younghoe Koo and Winston and company can pull off a miracle here. What's going on in Kansas City? They had a 1st and goal inside the 5. Oh, and the Giants just kneeled. All right, I think that I'm going to call it. I'll watch the end of this game. Save my voice. Got hockey coming up in less than an hour. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. 78% of the 23 votes were right that the Packers would win. Hope to see you soon for hockey, women's and men's college basketball, and for football on Thanksgiving. Have a great Thanksgiving week. We'll see you next time. Sinbin Stream signing out, and wishing you all the best. Take care and bye-bye.